everyone loves these, but I think smoothies are so easy because they're fast. You could pack tons.
And if you were doing a smoothie, would you just add some nut butter into the smoothie?
Yeah, that's what we do. In fact, let me just share this with you.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I am joined again by the amazing, wonderful Jessie Anna Seville from the National Kidney Institute, Nutritional Institute. And today we wanted to go over and talk about all things breakfast when it comes to kidney disease. So why don't we start by just what the importance of breakfast is, and especially with kidney disease, is it something you should skip, or why is it important? And let's go from there.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think there are definitely different strokes for different folks. Very personalized. Breakfast can be a great way. We found for people that are especially maybe they're losing weight, they're not getting enough calories in. You got a lot in breakfast, and the whole breakfast strategy you can use to make sure you get enough calories. It can be a great way to put in a lot of very alkaline foods, which we'll talk about later in this episode. But breakfast can be a huge powerhouse for a lot of people. For those, we have patients that definitely do intermittent fasting, whether we're like looking at the metabolic health or for polycystic kidney disease. A lot of people that are skipping breakfast and they're fasting. In those, that can be perfectly acceptable, but it's definitely a case by case basis. I mean, we've had some people, their ketone levels actually very good until we had a breakfast back in. I think it's just very individual whether or not it's like the most important meal of the day is what we always still versus one that can be very long.
So I guess let's go kidney disease general. Maybe they're not doing intermittent fasting or the polycystic kidney disease, so it doesn't have to be too high keto. But we know with all kidney disease, we really do want it to be a little bit alkalizing. So say we've got eggs with, you're putting vegetables and things like that in there. What are your favorite sort of recommendations for just a basic standard kidney disease diet that's alkaline and we'll go into the more specifics for different diseases?
Yeah, that's a good question. So not everyone loves these, but I think smoothies are so easy because they're fast. You can pack tons of stuff into them, and I'll share something with everyone in just a minute how we think about building a smoothie. But they're so easy, and you can really match your flavor preferences where you want them. And sometimes we'll use smoothies as a side dish with like those. But you can put berries, which are so alkaline. You can put some greens in there, and it's not like you're eating a salad at breakfast. You're still getting all those greens in there. You can put, some herbs in there. There's so many good things, nuts and minerals. So we really like using smoothies for people. That's very, very common. Otherwise, some of our favorite breakfasts that people are looking at, if they're on a potassium restriction, they gotta watch that. We'll do something with berries, like I explained. Sometimes it's like oatmeal with berries, right? Or oatmeal with greens in them, or something. But we'll usually do a berry to get that fruit in there with whatever grain. And then I really also like people to get a healthy fat. Like traditional breakfast is a lot of carbs, a lot of sugar. I want a fat, so burn through quick and then you're hungry. So if we can add a fat in, which for us is a lot of times nuts of some sort, really, really helps it stick longer for people with blood sugars a lot more level.
And if you were doing a smoothie, would you just add some nut butter into the smoothie?
Yeah, that's what we do. In fact, let me just share this with you. I think this is it's one thing that we use with some of our patients to just kind of think about it. So we start with like how you build like a smoothie bowl or smoothie. It's like, well, what milk do you use? Right? What's the right? Are you using cow's milk? We really try and move away from cow's milk for most of our patients. So like here's some of the different milks you can use: the coconut milk, or cashew milk, or oat milk, or rice milk. And we're just like just watch for pop. Then we add a fruit in there. The fruit's gonna give that sweet flavor. Generally, smoothies aren't savory. I've never had a savory smoothie. Maybe they're out there and I need to look it up. But these are some ones that you can utilize if you're using something that's high potassium, because you have to have a potassium restriction for now. Then you would use a little bit less of it. But there's tons you can use. We always encourage our patients to put a vegetable.
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you're getting used to eating more vegetables. You can hide some vegetables in there. I think cauliflower is so easy. It's so neutral.
Yeah.
I put it in a chocolate smoothie and I can't tell it's there, but I get like this big old dose of that amazing vegetable in there. And then, like I said, a fat, like the nut butters or walnut oil or coconut oil or chia or avocado. Avocado is great too. And then other little add-ins that you might want. So some people do a little bit of cocoa powder or cinnamon or nutmeg, like something for that extra flavor, and then it'll leave a chunky garnish.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's a great way of looking at it because obviously I'm just used to making a smoothie and would put all of those things in there, but I really like how you just stack them up and make it really simple for people. So the basics are pick your milk, non-dairy, pick your fruit. If you're on a potassium restriction, maybe don't use bananas and things like that. And then you're looking at adding a vegetable. Cauliflower is the one I'd go for too, because like you say, it doesn't have much of a taste to it, but it's really high in good sulfur, which we know is great for the liver and all of those sort of things. And then you add your healthy fat, nice nut butter. Like I like macadamia because it's so high in really good quality fat and just to help me feel really full. And then you're adding, you know, like some herbs, because herbs are the traditional medicine, right? Before all the other stuff, it was herbs that we were adding for that. And cinnamon been a fabulous one for diabetes and blood sugar. So that would be a pick, maybe a pick for kidney disease, or turmeric or ginger, being anti-inflammatory.
Yeah,
And then a little bit of a garnish. So I love it. What a great idea.
Yeah, it's just a way you can bring your medicine into your kitchen, right? Like food is your medicine, right? That's the classic saying.
That's hypocrisy. Yeah, yeah.
You can really bring it into your kitchen, and a smoothie is a way for you to put it in there so it doesn't feel strange, and you usually get a pretty good dose of it in there too.
Yeah, great. Well, that's definitely, I know when I'm working with patients with any sort of health condition, smoothies are my kind of go-to. Less so in winter because we look at the Ayurvedic warming sort of stuff. But if you're adding some warmy spices in there, then that's a great idea. If you want to make sure you subscribe so you hear when Jessie Anna and I talk about lunch and breakfast, hit the subscribe button. You'll get a notification when we do our next podcast. Make sure you head over to our website as well, www.kidneycoach.com. You'll find all the information there about the kidney disease solution and some of the supplements that we sell. You'll read all about the team there, myself and Duncan. And yeah, thank you for being part of our community. Jessie Anna, thank you again for your time. Always greatly appreciated. And we'll see you next time to talk all things lunch.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, Fiona.
No worries.